That's a very special, beautiful January sunset in Leeds. A send-off. The very next day, I caught a one-way Qatar Airways flight to Phuket from Manchester. Although I have lived in Thailand before, mainly in Bangkok, this will be my first time in Phuket. Here is the moment of entry. What a great view of the landing strip. Automatically you sense a different vibe. What a difference the sea and mountains make. The only way for me to get into Thailand in January 2022 was via the Phuket sandbox. Time to see what all of us is about. Phuket, the jewel in the crown of beautiful Thailand. One of the most interesting and inspiring locations in the world, Phuket holds its own as Thailand's premier tourist destination. And it's not hard to see why. If you have only 2 weeks to escape from a grey, dreary existence, it would be hard to beat what's on offer in Phuket. I have longer than that. My online business is making me a monthly profit now. Not a massive profit, but a start nonetheless. And I have reason to be optimistic about my income potential this year. My top priority is to get into a lifestyle that helps me to focus on work, get back into the gym after missing it terribly for more than a year, start this YouTube channel, and see what I can do in terms of dating and showing love and support to the people of Thailand. I headed straight to Patong, which is central and the most touristic area of Phuket. This is Patong Beach. I passed the tests and was now free to live anywhere in Thailand. So, I took a few days away from Patong to check out Rawai. This is Smile Residence. Rated highly on Booking.com. 800 baht a night for a deluxe room. Lot of natural light. As is usually the case in Thailand in my experience, comfortable bed. You can even see Buddha from the balcony, and the sunset from the window. First impression of this part of Phuket, bit of a sleepy place. It seems like an old fisherman's village. I made sure to visit the seafood market, because that was one of the main reasons I came to Rawai in the first place. But the best place that I ate at was this Italian restaurant. It was called La Cosa Nostra. Real authentic Italian food. I found it by chance, liked it, and ate 3 meals in 4 days there. I usually had red wine, spinach, pizza. Sometimes, tiramisu, grappa, limoncello, you get the picture. Traditional Italian fare. Which I love. Pizza is comfort food par excellence. There you have the Shillong Clock Tower. And it's a roundabout. The kind of place where you could potentially blend in. Because there aren't loads of foreigners about, but, you know, there are foreigner areas nearby. Life, reassuringly, is going on. Look, it's got a natural, lived-in atmosphere. And it's quite possible that these sorts of areas are the next hotspots. That's at 7:45 in the morning, so. Here I asked, what's the healthiest thing on the menu? It's the matcha. Matcha with no sugar. And with pearls. These are chewy, tasty little morsels that give your tea some bite. A great invention. It's called bubble tea, and I think it came out of Taiwan. That's the sophisticated end result. And this is why I went to Rawai. Here are some lakes. It's a quiet, touristic, hippie village type of locale. A little bit like Ubud. You'll find foreigners catered to in Rawai. A generally aesthetically pleasing sort of an atmosphere with world-class beach views and, considering my newfound lease of life having just arrived in Asia, 1 week in, to see sights like these was definitely, you know, a feeling for me. A pleasant and peaceful vibe. A sight for sore eyes, you could say. I think it's a good thing that I made the trip before settling into monthly accommodation. But I don't think that I am in a rush to make Rawai my base in Thailand. For me, as a short-term getaway, it's nice. And probably would compare favorably to most Asian long-stay destinations I can think of. But, as of now, my top 2 places of interest in Thailand are as follows. Patong in Phuket. And Pratamnak, Pattaya. My criteria is modern infrastructure and livability plus natural beauty plus pleasing character. Bangkok, I loved my time there from 2008 to 2012, but you have no beach. You have nothing like the natural beauty every day that is possible to experience in Thailand. I used to be the most magnetized person by big city life. Manchester, London, Barcelona, Bangkok mainly. I've also spent quality extended stays in Jakarta, Manila, Saigon. But, nowadays, with the internet especially, there's no reason to put up with congestion of people, if you have a choice, and can work online. Let's get one thing straight. I love Thailand. So much? More than you know. Pattaya v Phuket. Pattaya's only 2 hours from Bangkok, so well connected. And, it is a pleasant location. It's interesting experience. At its best, it makes you feel alive and want to be active. Phuket is probably a step up, to be honest, in terms of vibe and beauty. Phuket dominates its entire region. It's so important to Thailand. It's got personality. It's got a bit of class. And here you have some elephants that I encountered when walking back from Karen viewpoint. So, even though I have one full suitcase in Pattaya, for the time being, I have decided to stay in Phuket. And in Patong, to be exact. For me, given what the world has been through, it's hard to beat Patong right now. It's almost like it is the HQ of the Thailand recovery. I'm not here to just party though. I have to focus on work. Growing my online business. Patong has the amenities I value. I have a picturesque beach walk to the gym, plus my accommodation and supermarket. All within 15 minutes walk of each other. I had it good when I stayed in Pratamnak, but the supermarket was about 30 minutes walk from my accommodation. And my monthly rent was about £300 more. In Patong, my rent, including electricity and water, comes to a grand total of £300 a month. Patong in 2022 has buzz and vibes. It's an easy decision for me to spend some time here for the moment. My passport is good until June now. Then I might fly to the Philippines for a break. And then fly back to Thailand, into Bangkok, which is when I will return to Pattaya, I think. Look at that beauty there. Have a feel of that. Feel the peace. Feel the love. That's Thailand. It's real. This is slow travel. In my last video, I showed you a most adorable English park. And now, here we are. Amazing Thailand. I was single. Locked down. In the UK for about 15 months. And now. 2022. I'm just taking in the sights and sounds, with a barbecued lobster on the way. Life changes quick. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and cherish moments like this, then what are you really living for? Here's that feeling. You're about to start off on a brilliant adventure. You're feeling excited, your boat has come to take you over to a new shore. Here we go. Wherever I am in the world, though, I'm always here. I'm present. And wherever I go from here, you know what, I'm lucky. Because isn't this just a moment of beauty? Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming from a very special place. And you can, too. What do you really want? This is Thailand. A landscape from a dream. A possibility that is reality. Come. Let's go on a journey. How can I make your life better? This channel is yours. It's new. You. Entertainment. Thanks for watching. Love.